together, brother.
All right, it's the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Right, so first and foremost, we want to give Kohallah
Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, for giving us the spirit and power to come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society, America, Babylon the Great.
Right.
And to uplift our people. Look, she raised up the window. And to uplift our people and to let the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know that they are the biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
And they got to repent for the remission of sins.
Right.
Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who the world calls Jesus Christ, died for those people and those people only. And that's the biggest problem the heathen have with us. But we always been teaching that. That's always been sound doctrine to us. You know, us being saved from our enemies, man. So we in the Feast of Dedication, right? The brothers did a beautiful job going over the Feast of Dedication. We're going to read a little bit, but we're going to go into the spiritual side of it. You know, us spiritually rebuilding the temple. You know, going into ourselves, changing, being transformed by the renewing of our mind, man. You know, you got it? Go ahead.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, and verse 49. Now when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now hath pride and rebuke got in strength, and the time of destruction, and the wrath of indignation. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
So I got to stop right there. Go to Revelations chapter 3 right quick. Because Yahweh Shah HaMashiach told us to do the same thing. Right? But he told us to have that same zealousness in repenting. We seen the energy that they put into, you know, trying to gain the land back, trying to get the temple back, you know, how it was. They put a lot of energy. They had to do a lot of mass murdering, man, killings, not murder. You know, being portrayed by heathens, you know, being portrayed by their own people. It was just a lot going on in the book of Maccabees. They took it out because it gives a full understanding when it says in Galatians 3:28, there's neither Jew nor Greek. A lot of people, they just run with them scriptures, not understand. It's like when you go into Daniel chapter 7 and Daniel chapter 8, it tell you there's 4 empires, major empires that was supposed to come. Babylon, Persian and Medes, the Greeks, and the Romans. The scholars, historians, they bring out the Babylonian, the Persian and Mede, but they always skip the Greek captivity. Right. Why? Because they want to keep this book, Maccabees and the rest of the books in the Apocrypha hidden.
Right.
And this is how they do it, and it helps strengthen their point of these Greeks being anybody.
Right.
You know, the doctrine that they got. Go ahead.
Hey, just you said one of the reasons why they took the Apocrypha out. There's quite a few reasons why they took it out.
Yeah.
Northern Kingdom, how they came over.
Yep.
Second Ezra chapter 6.
Yep.
The other people, how God looks at the other nations. So they had a lot of reasons to take the Apocrypha out of the Bible.
That's right.
Right. But most importantly, they took Maccabees out because of that. So the Greek Empire, the people that's driving up and down the street, walking up and down the street, they don't understand about this book of Maccabees. It gives a clear understanding that these people was Israelites still. Now let's go to 2 Maccabees chapter 4, but read that, what I just called.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 3 and verse 3.
I think it's 19.
19. It's the book of Revelations.
Our brothers got some precepts, y'all can go ahead.
Chapter 3 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent.
So the same zealous that our forefathers, because man, you read Maccabees, bro, it'll put a zealous spirit on you. You're ready to get busy. It's like, bro, this is what he was teaching his son. What we reading? This is what he was teaching his sons before he died. He like, bro, be zealous for the laws of God. And when you keep reading, that's all our forefathers was doing. They was willing to die to uphold the laws of God, man. Which is how the Most High prove us as a friend. You know, we willing to die to protect what he gave us.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
No, I call second.
Hey, can I get that?
Go ahead.
Maccabees? Hey, can you get it? Who had first Maccabees? I get it. This is I'm gonna First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 26.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
Thus dwelt he zealous for the law of God, like as Phineas did unto Zambri.
Right, so they're zealous for the laws of God. And this is what Captain was going into too, about being zealous. Like a man, they say if a man don't stand for nothing, he'll fall for anything.
That's right.
And we need to learn how to be men all over again. Like the world don't really teach us how to be men. God actually teaches a man how to be a man.
That's
what he needs to stand up for, what righteousness is. You don't see a lot of our people standing up for our own people. You know what I'm saying? You barely see our people standing up for their family members,
Right.
let alone their own people. But go ahead.
It says, as Phineas did unto Zambri, the son of Salom, and Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
He said, with a loud voice throughout the city, it was yelling this. Read it again.
It says, First Maccabees 2 and
Just
27.
that point.
Yes, sir. It says, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintain the covenant, let him follow me.
Whosoever is zealous of the law and maintain the covenant,
let him follow
let
me.
him follow me. This is what he said. This is the type of men that needs to be with us in these days.
Right.
Those men that are zealous for the law, that are willing to put their life on the line for the law.
Right.
This is important. This is how, and people take being a man lightly until it's actually time on being a man. Then they're gonna want to know why and what to do. And the Bible is teaching us right now, right?
Bro, it says, that's what we actually out here doing. We out here yelling at the people, telling who's willing to stand up for the laws of the Most High.
Yeah.
Who's ready to be a man.
Like Moses and the Levites. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stand up for righteousness. Who's gonna stand up for more?
Hey, and that spirit, it always comes back too, because Nat Turner was in the same spirit.
Right.
Who's willing to stand up against these heathen?
Yeah.
Right.
And the ones that wasn't, we got to get rid of the ones that don't stand up. We got to get rid of them first. You know what I'm saying? We get rid of spirits like Jason or Alchemist. Get rid of those kind of men, because it said that, I think it was Alchemist or Jason.
Right.
It said he hated his people with a vehement hatred. A vehement hatred. So as we build in this spiritual temple, we got our own people trying to tear it down with different doctrines. It's spiritual. They trying to tear it down with different doctrines. And we got to stand fast. But Shalom,
I think it said in Maccabees too that there was men that hated their own people.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care remember exactly. Yeah,
Like
we
the
got
other
the-
morning. Shalom, man.
All right, let's go. All right, go ahead.
Con, it's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not curse the deaf, Salakia, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shall fear the God, Salakia, but shall fear thy God. I am the Lord.
So you're not supposed to put a stumbling block before your brother, in the sense that you going into the ways of these heathens because you weak through the spirit, or they seeing you following after the wrong thing, or they see you sitting here, sitting there. You could offend them and make them want to go into sin, and that's even more sin upon your head. And you're going to be destroyed by the Most High.
Hey, that's what Eleazar, that's what that story is about. He said he'd rather die, he was to be as his age required and die manfully. You know, and it said that he walked to the tortures and the torments. So that's what that's about, man. Coming out here, making your body a living sacrifice. Because we know the devices they got set against us. We know what they plan on doing with us. But we, you know, the same way with Mattathias and his 5 sons. Like they knew the dangers. No, but he got zealous. When you read the story, it's like they was in the same position we was in. Nigga, America's ruling. It seemed like nobody can take them niggas down. But look how they came up though. with the Most High being on their spirit. No direct communication from the Most High. The Most High with them in spirit. That's what they had to believe, and that's what they had to trust. And look what we reading about their story and how great, heroic these men were. So let's go back.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, and verse 9. Verse 9. Beside this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set him up a place for exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochians.
So this is Jason going to the heathen and trying to get permission, license to follow after their ways. We'll set up a place of exercise here in Jerusalem if you agree to the terms. Of course there's money involved. Of course. There's money involved. This is what Jason was on. Right? What is the place of exercise y'all think is talking about? Gymnasium. Bro, y'all know they was literally in there wrestling naked.
Yeah.
That's why they got them Speedo-like things on when they be wrestling.
Right.
They, you know, it's not explicit, but it's the same thing. You might as well be naked wrestling with a whole grown-ass man with...
Just like a rope top, like some type of off or some shit.
What are you talking about? In ancient Greece?
Some shit like that.
They literally fought naked in ancient Greece. Like they was literally wrestling naked. That's why it's believable. You know, they say, I think he posted a little bit of it too. The Greeks, when they went to war with you and they seen you wounded on, man, Greeks was the bigger faggots than Romans for sure.
Right.
But when they see you wounded on the ground, they will go and rape that man as a sign of dominance. That's how the Greeks got down.
Right.
Nigga, you squirming on the ground with a wound on you, that's what they gonna do as a sign of dominance. And what it did is it made other nations fear even more. That's what they were trying to do, making other nations fear. They said it had nothing to do with sexuality, it was just dominance, but we know how them niggas get in. That's what they do. Go ahead, read that. Hebrews 12 and 16.
It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
That's what we see. I think Elon Musk said, it was something about establishing dominance and having sexual men. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was very bad. It was nasty.
Hey, they follow those same things in Hollywood. That's why they do that in Hollywood.
The same story is on it.
Yeah. It's a sign of dominance. You ain't going nowhere now. That's what they be on. Greco-Roman Empire.
They say, I think it might be a sorry, they open up their bowels. They sell their bowels to be in. Our people do. I mean, Will Smith. That's one thing he did. He wanted to make his name so great in Hollywood that he, what is it? It's called
degrees below, something like that.
It's called I forgot. Method acting.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to get in the spirit so much of the man because he wanted to be him so much. He actually became gay for that movie.
Yeah.
He probably still is. And it was sad that he fell in love with the dude.
Yeah.
And his wife left him for it. His first wife left him.
Hey, and it's believable because look what happened with Heath Ledger. The Joker, he committed suicide because he couldn't get out that character. It's actually a documentary on that stuff is crazy, bro. He could not get out of the character of the Joker. They said like he'll just be in the corner like constantly acting. And he went crazy.
They said Joker said that he was so insane, he was the only one that knew that he was in a comic book.
He was in a what?
Comic book.
I think that's they got it.
Yeah, bro, you gotta think about it, like, speaking back on that that Greco-Roman Empire, like, with the WWE these days, them niggas be wrestling now, bro. That's how you know they follow that same shit, bro.
Right.
And we used to watch that shit thinking it's entertainment, but not knowing that shit can go to serving another whole god or something.
Well, it is entertainment for them. Like the Greeks, the Olympics, the way that they serve in Olympics is sweating for their god. They are sweat. I looked it up a while ago. It's like all that sweating that they do for the Olympics, that's the worshiping of the god. Bro, Greeks got gods for everything. Anything. You go take a shit, it's a god for that. Right. It's a god. I'm just saying, but it's gods for everything.
It's it's so heavy on their spirit. You see it on it today. And any of y'all that's been in schools with these Edomites, these white boys, or even, I don't know about the girls, but white boys for sure, they play a lot of grab ass. Like, I was in the church.
Yeah.
I was a deacon of the church, and they wanted us to dress up for women for Mother's Day. I was like, bro, why? I'm not even the truth is that. I'm like, this ain't funny. Why are we doing this, man? Like, we could do something else for the ladies. Like,
You was in the truth, you just didn't know.
Like I was talking to one of my Northern Kingdom brothers and that car go by so they can hear you. Yeah, I was talking to one of my Northern Kingdom brothers and we came out the restroom and these motherfuckers, they act like we gay or something. They gonna say, woo! They always play that gay shit, man. Every time, all the time.
And it's
we
really
grew
in
up.
them.
that's on film.
Yeah, that shit really in them.
Yeah, I said, nah, but it ain't nothing like that.
Like the scriptures say, we two different manner of people, man.
Yeah, right.
And what you be talking about, genetic memory.
Yeah.
And then it's these spirits. It's lined up with certain actions. When we get on our knees and we face the east and we give our praise to the Most High, it's a spirit behind it, and they put a certain spirit on you. And when these people is doing the wicked things they do, it come with a certain spirit attached. That's probably why Will Smith, he trying to be gay for the movie. Nigga, don't you know that make you gay in real life?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's a whole spirit attached to this. You gonna have to. So
We're doing that for the money.
it's a whole. You finna have to actually fight off that demon now.
Yeah.
Right. You crossed a certain spiritual boundary.
Yes.
Hey,
You guys can't be playing with that kind of shit, man.
Yeah. Like he said.
Hey, we gonna leave that.
I got one. This is Hebrews 12 and 16.
That's what we was just about to read too.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Right.
So, just like we talking about, bro, the biggest fornicator today is the so-called white man, bro.
Right.
Like, they don't have no self-control, no morals. They always doing gay shit, bro. Like, these niggas just can't be normal. And they think that shit is normal, which is not.
And it's all funny to them. That's why there's nothing sacred about them. They have not like the sacred grounds that the natives had. They treated them like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is funny. Our temple. Yeah. Everything is funny to them. They laugh about it. It's almost like a female. Like females have that kind of emotion too. When they know they're doing something wrong, they'll laugh about it. Esau, he'll do the same thing. When he knows he's being a fornicator or a profane person, it's funny to him, which is not funny. There's nothing sacred or holy about them. They don't have it.
Like the movies we watch these days, bro. They supposed to be comedy movies, but in every comedy movie, it got some stupid shit in it, bro. And you be like, what makes that funny?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Like that one movie with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know.
They was wrestling.
bodybuilders.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, what the? Bro, I had to cut the movie. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not. What's his name? Something Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
Huh? Anthony Mackie. Bro, I was like, bro, this got to be a ritual. This movie.
Yeah, right.
It got to be like they got scenes. The scene where I was like, this movie is over with. Is when that scene with the dildos and shit. I'm just like, bro, what the hell is this? Like, what's the point of this?
You know what that's all about? That's called conditioning.
Yep.
They desensitizing your mind to homosexuality. And they making you more comfortable and okay with it. To the point where kids nowadays literally think you can be born gay. What's that other movie? This movie was funny as hell all the way up until the end. With Ricky Bobby. Talladega Nights.
I knew you was going to say that.
Talladega Nights. I was watching that with my daddy, man. With my pops, you hear me? He watching it. And we get to the end, you know how I feel when you done got to the end of a good movie, everybody kind of happy. It's like, yeah, man, that was funny.
Good time to end.
Cool movie, man. These niggas gonna start kissing each other in the mouth. Two men at the end of the movie. We like,
They in a park, right? Are they in a park?
we was horrified. It was on a racetrack. They ended the race or something like that. I don't remember, but they start kissing. It was two men start kissing, and it blew up the whole night. We like,
Hey, that's the saying. If you want to get somebody to accept something, put it in a joke.
right.
Hey, they said that nobody, they had such a hard time getting black people to accept homosexuality in America at one point in time. They said, but Tyler Perry successfully did that. Yeah. Because it was all comedy, it was all funny. But,
See?
what's her name? Medea.
Dressing up.
Cross-dressing.
I ain't never liked Medea, even as a
I
kid.
know, man. I never like you.
It's like, bro, why is it the Bible being used? That's the Bible being used. They know how spiritual black people is. The songs that they got, like the plays, the Medea plays, they got the song in between the scenes and all that. That's how they got them to accept that.
Right.
I mean, they'll seem so holy and righteous
Yeah.
until you really know what's going on with
And he'll
that
make
shit, bro.
good points in between.
Yeah.
That's some horrible
Spiritual
stuff.
motivational speeches. That's what it is. It's like, bro, where is the actual Bible? That's one thing you'll realize about Tyler Perry. It's like no real Bible.
Right.
It's just spiritual motivational speeches. All right, let's get back. Maccabees. This is what Mattathias was saying to his 5 sons before he died. Right? This is the beginning of the reign of the Maccabean revolt, the Maccabean Empire, man. Go ahead.
Con, this second Maccabees 4 and 10.
Bring it out.
Which when the king had granted and he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to the Greekish fashion.
Yeah.
To the Greekish fashion.
See, that's what Jason did. He brought his own nation to the Greekish fashion. This is why Paul is saying in Galatians 3 and 28, neither Jew nor Greek, because Jason, alchemists, wicked ass men like that, was bringing their people farther and farther into the Greekish fashions.
Right.
And then the Most High God woke up Paul to go out to those same people who, everybody think is heathens. It was Israelites, man.
Right.
Yahweh Shai Mashiach tell you in Acts 9 that he was going to be the rising of the Israelites and the Gentiles, but people take the Gentile as heathens when it was actually these people that got taught Greek fashions.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. And the royal privileges granted of special favor to the Jews by the means of John the father of Euphilus, who went ambassador to Rome for amity and aid. He took away and putting down the governments which were according to the law, he brought up new customs against the law.
See that? That's what was going on. That's what Paul had to go undo. That's what we got to come out here and undo. We got to convince these people, no, it was only for he's the God of Israel, but we got to convince them that they're not a part of it. Why? Because they took out books like this. This is all the understanding we need, man. Let's go back to chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2. So we got to come out here and build this temple, and guess what? Like Ezra 4 and 1 say, they're not helping us. We don't need their help. Why? Because every time they did want to help us do something, it was always said afterward, deceitfully. They came unto us deceitfully.
Right.
And we know that's what they're doing now. Like we can say, because I was actually meditating on this since all that Gentile salvation stuff. What heathens are trying to keep the laws of God? None of them. And then let's just test the theory out. Okay, cool. We know it's not going to happen. This is what we believe. But okay, tell some heathens to keep the commandments and see if they do it then. And you're going to find out that it's not in them to do it. They're not spiritual. They're not zealous for the law of God. Or why ain't they fighting? Why ain't they coming out here saying, hey, so we're going to keep the law of God or what?
Right.
We the only ones doing that. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American descent.
Right.
The only ones. Go ahead.
But so you do got small communities of Edomites that say they follow the Torah, but they not following it the way the Torah actually says, which is up under the Israelites. That you can't do it your own way. Who gives a damn if y'all following the Torah, but y'all don't want to serve the Israelites? That's not Torah.
But who they follow under the name? What are they called? Are they saying that they Israelites or
No, they saying they not saying they Israelites. They just saying they follow Torah. It's
Exactly.
different. It's different things, man. But the point is,
What are Romans 9?
you need to fall in line up under the Israelites because the Torah says the Israelites will be the head and not the tail, man. And nations will serve us, man. So if you're not moving in that spirit, you're not observing Torah.
No, sir. I can go.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
It says, and the mixed multitude that was among them fell lusting. And the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? So no matter, when they always came amongst us, they always caused us to fail. I mean, even in ancient times, they caused us to fail, just like here. They caused them to lust and fall. I mean, that plays out all the way up until this present day. Black Panther Party, when we tried to rise up, it was a fall because we intermingled with them. So it's always because when we intermingle with them, that's when we gotta learn what's going. Hey, stop falling in the same hole. Stop falling for the same trap.
Yeah. The characteristics of insanity, man.
Right.
We keep doing the same thing and expecting stuff to go different. Bro, the Bible already told us they are chief adversary.
Right.
It tell you that in Psalms 83, it says, it named Edom first. They niggas are adversary. Adversary just means enemy. He is our number one enemy. Who else hate us more than Esau? You look at all the other nations, man, they had some kind of mercy on us. They'll let us serve our God. Cyrus let us go back home. Esau, when you read Maccabees, it's like, bro, no mercy. It said that it was great wrath upon Israel. Great wrath. All right, go ahead.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 3. For I wish that myself were accursed from Christ, from my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God.
So going back to what he said, they got to be served. In order to do it correctly, you got to be serving under us. It says we got the service of God. We have the covenants. We got all that. What can you do without us? You can serve God without us? That's like us trying to serve Yahweh without Yahweh Shah nowadays. It's just not happening. Now, it seemed like you can do it that way. That's why you got Old Testament onlys. But it's not happening. When we read the New Testament, we're like, bro, it's not happening, bro. It's not. He's all in the Old Testament, but Old Testament onlys don't understand that. What they say? It ain't JC. It ain't JC. All right. Psalms 147. And then that brother got it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgment, they not have known them. Praise ye the Lord.
See that? It says he gave his statutes and his judgments unto Israel and nobody else. Nobody else know him. Know him meaning we really understand spiritually why we should keep it. We understand the consequences for not keeping it. Simply by what we're going through. The curses of Deuteronomy 28. It just seemed like no matter how good you doing, bro, them curses is coming. I done been in positions where I'm just doing, like, everything is just great. And the curses. Whether it's the man against the woman, or it's the financial problems, you know, or plagues in the mind. You be driving down the street, the police, they just glance at you and you just looking in your rear view. Hoping they don't turn around.
That happened to me the other day, bro.
Yeah, the curses of Deuteronomy in Leviticus 26, man.
I was coming out of work, bro. It's like the police was just sitting in the cut. Everybody flying past him, bro. I eased out smoothly, and he get behind me and just dare, like, right up on my tail, bro.
Yeah.
And I got to a certain point there.
He wants you to mess up so he can pull you over. That's what it is.
And
A lot of
to
times.
keep me from swerving, I had to stop looking through the rear view, bro.
Yeah, nigga. That happens.
Hey, every time
That's what the cops saying too. Yeah, that's on your ass, boy.
Hey, every time the police get behind you, nigga, it's a mental battle. You gotta,
Yeah, it is.
I ain't even scared, nigga.
Yeah.
you gotta really hold your mental together, bro, because they be doing bullshit to us.
Hey, also want to say and no other nation went out to Mount Sinai to meet the Most High God. That never happened to no other nation.
Oh, second Ezra.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't seen the children of Israel meet the Most High God in that form, in that fashion.
Yep.
Where it was thunder and lightning, and they was terrified, and they were scared. That never happened. There's never no other records in history. There's no other record in history. There's no other record in history that happens to anybody else. Any other nation.
And that's where that Psalms 147 come in. We the only one that know him in that fashion. From the beginning, we the only ones. The heathen don't know. That's why they act the way that they do. It said they was the most profane people. Profane means biblically unsacred. They just willing to cross all the boundaries. That's why homosexuality run rampant.
Right.
They have fun doing that kind of stuff. Even though God told them not to, according to them, they still do it. It's like, bro, if God told you not to do this, why y'all do it?
Right.
Why? Then they go into something way off the marker to try to throw you off.
I hear every time though, well, cause Christ. I'm like, that has nothing to do with you being able to do that.
All right, go ahead. You had a precept first. Go ahead.
You want to pull that?
Yeah, Amos 3.
So this going back into the point of the Most High God only dealing with us. So this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families on the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So the Most High God is only dealing with the Israelites, the Jews. Why would it said he only known us out of all the families on the earth? So you can't say the Most High God is dealing with you without us. How can he be dealing with you without us being involved? It's not happening, man.
Paul just said that in Romans 9. Go ahead. Good job.
Con, this just goes back to the point what the brothers going into about the enemy, you know, the so-called white man. This is Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thy enemies, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Bro, even if Edomite seems to be all cool with you, bro, that nigga still your enemy, bro. Inwardly, he's looking for a way to overthrow you, bro. Right. He's just gonna come crouching, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, get thee from behind me, Satan. Hey, I know you the enemy, bro. You ain't finna get me, bro.
They was just talking about that earlier in the first Maccabees, how they came and was seeking peaceably words to us deceitfully. Whole time it was deceitful.
That's what they always do.
Us out.
Hey, guess what? They did it to the Native Americans. Broke over 500 peace treaties with the Native Americans. So yeah, it was deceitfully. That's their MO. That's what they know how to do. Right. That's why I used to say all the time, when the government comes to you and say, we are the government, we come to help, that's when you're supposed to be running. Right. That's literally when you're supposed to run, bro. When they say that, it's over for you. Go ahead. You don't never see government on the TV yelling and screaming at you. Right. That's not how they come. They come in with wrath, but not in the form of conversation. Right. You know, they'll say the government will not tolerate any kind of disrespect, roughly paraphrasing. And then here they come with all kind of different ICE agents and all different kind of troops. But
I gotta address this because it's a lot of our people who genuinely believe that we can be on fair standings with the heathens and they don't have to be our enemies, and we can all just live peaceably together with nobody ruling over the other. I want to point out that has never been the case in history with any people on earth. It's in a man's biology and it's in a man's psychology to conquer, to dominate, to rule, to have authority. And there's always a hierarchy to everything. Somebody has to be the ruler, somebody has to be the follower. It has to be that dynamic in anything in the world, even in the animal kingdom. What the lion, whoever's the most mighty, he the king of the jungle, whoever the mightiest lion is, he the one who got the authority around here. He get to mate with the women he want, he get to do this, that, and the third. The other lions got to deal with it. That's in every facet of life, there has to be that psychology. It has to, in every category of life, it has to be hierarchy, it has to be dominion, it has to be, somebody's gonna be more powerful and somebody's gonna maintain a level of authority. It's just how it works. It's psychology and biology, man. And look at history, it ain't never been like that and it never will. Jake is the only people who eat that up and really preach that sincerely. Chinese people come over here and they, you know, they dibble and dabble and do their work, but they know they Chinese at the end of the day. The other nations come over here, they do what they do, get their money, but they know they can go back to their homeland at the end of the day. They belong to this people. Jake is the only people that's really bought into this idea that we're all friends and we're all equal in Christianity. It doesn't have to be that way.
No, but that's how the Romans did it, though. That's why the Romans got so far, because they always, it tell you that in 1 Maccabees chapter 8, that's how the Romans got down. When Judas Maccabees came to him, that's what it was about. Like, bro, protect us from the Greeks. And that's how we transformed into the Roman captivity where Yahweh Shah Mashiach. That's in Maccabees.
But it also explained how I can't remember the king at that time, but he was trying to put in power that we all should be one people following the same laws.
That's what I wanted to say. They'll tell you that while they're in rulership.
Yeah.
Nigga, look, I know I'm the king and I run shit around here, but everybody y'all be equal, man. None of that, man. But follow my rules, though.
It's not about color.
Stop falling for this deceit, man. This trickery, man.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 55.
Yo.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
What does it say?
Thou madest the world for our sakes.
Let's start at verse 50. Let's go up. So
This is the book of 2 Ezra 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord.
Hey, so we always go over this, how there's always either a better version. Let's say you got a better version of cars. You got certain cars that are better than other cars. There's certain people on the planet that are better than other people. And they know this. That's the weird thing, man. There's videos on videos that they will explain to you, and they'll tell you that so-called black people are superior.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, but under the banner of black people, they
Right.
cool with that.
Right, but then, you know, it's all going to come into order. It's all going to come into play, showing that the actual Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, those are actually God's chosen people. Those are actually the ones that are better than all other people on the face of the earth, just like it said in Deuteronomy. Right, go ahead.
It says, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
Say what?
That they are
What
nothing.
do you say?
That they are nothing.
And this is another reason why they took this out of the Bible. Because the other people, God said that they are nothing. They want to be made equal to you. And that's not true according to God. They're not equal. Again, they know this. They can tell you this. This is why they have the, what is it? In all prescription, they run this one lady's DNA, this black woman's DNA.
I forgot her name. They put her first name and her last name together.
Is a slave. Her DNA.
Light-skinned lady. I remember her name.
She was a
the
slave.
Hella Gene.
Yeah.
The Hella
that's what it is.
Gene.
That's just what it is. But yeah, so it just, everything goes back to one people being better than the other. It's never going to change. Just to show that there's a hierarchy always. There's a hierarchy in everything. There's a better and there's a least. There's a great law, there's a great commandment, and there's a least commandment. There's a better version of water and there's a least version of water. There's always a greater and a least. Always.
God, this is the book of Genesis 25 and 22.
Bring it out.
And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
And this is hard for people to understand. 2 different people, completely different by the way they talk, by the way that they walk, by the way that they hear music. It's completely different. It's 2 different people in one woman's womb.
Right.
They say that science say that one race of people have a stronger bone, right, denser bone. So when music hit us, we feel it differently. We move differently. We're a little bit more loose with our
We
movements.
heal quicker.
Right. So
Shema healed in what, like two days?
My ankle was broken 3 different places, bro. I was hit.
yeah, all praises, man. But it just shows you, like, people have a hard time understanding this. And then you got our people that think that, nah, because you still have people that so-called Israelites believing that Esau was a black. What do you say? They say redhead black. They still think that. It could be. I don't know for sure.
They also
they
say
that,
he's Saudi Arabia. Trying to make it seem like they Arabian or something.
God, it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
What?
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And this is in every way. Stronger in sight, stronger in hearing, stronger in feeling, stronger in doing. We're just stronger. What did what did Homelander say? He said, I'm better. I'm just better. Well, we're just better. That's just all it is, man.
It's back at. It says, this is Genesis 25 and 23.
Hey, I don't think it's no other, like, we don't need to prove nothing else no more at this point.
Yeah.
It says, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Hey, all of the prophecies of the Bible speak about one people serving another people.
Yeah.
So the Bible speaks, God said there's gonna be servitude. All of this, everybody can be equal, we can all just get along. It's not biblical.
Right.
You made it up.
Right.
You've been lied to and deceived. Come out of that, man. Somebody gonna serve somebody.
Yeah. Hey, that really has to be spoken about a little bit more often, because people, that's just something that we got to be brainwashed out of. We got to be washed with the water of the word, believing in what the scriptures say and not what everybody else says. Right? There's a better people and there's a least people.
Back at 2 Ezra chapter 6 and 56. And for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So God has even though he made everything, he has a favorite, he has a stronger version of a bird, and he has a lesser version of bird. He has a stronger version of a man and a lesser version of a man. And they are the least. What does it say? It says that they are the base of all men. They're the base. And that is in every way known. If you can think of it, that's exactly what it means. Right? If you can think, okay, maybe they can't stand on the sun. That's all they're talking about. Yeah, it's that too. Maybe their cognitive dissonance isn't very good. Their mental fortitude ain't that good.
Right,
Yeah, it's that too.
The stillborns, what we was talking about earlier.
The birth rate. Yeah, that's that too. In every way it's talking about, they are weaker than, and we are stronger than. That's just how it is.
Bro, all the history that you think is their history, they literally got that from Ham. They got all of that, you know, the ritual sacrifices, they got that from Ham. And that's what we're reading about too with Seleucid or Ptolemy. Ptolemy went into Egypt and he was learning all it. Matter of fact, Alexander was in there first.
Right.
That's why you have a place called Alexandria, Egypt.
Right.
So Alexander was there learning they ways for short. Bro, they literally don't have a heritage. That's what it say in Malachi 1. He said, I will lay their mountains and their heritage waste for the dragons in the wilderness. They gonna be out there just doing whatever. And then what did Job say? Job say they walk around braying at each other, dude, under nettle bushes. So precept upon precept, we got the full understanding on where this guy come from. Y'all know how they try to say, we come from monkeys? No, nigga, y'all the closest to come from monkeys.
Right.
They can, talk about swinging on trees. Like, nigga, that ain't no joke for us. That's for y'all. What we talking about? Bro, when you look at braid, when you look at braid, it said that they was braying in Job chapter 30. It said they was under nettle bushes braying. Braying is literally a donkey. Literally, bro. There's no other way. I've checked. Show me braying in anything else but a donkey. So that's how they communicated. And then the Dark Ages came, and that's when the Moors started teaching them more and more, teaching them how to bathe, how to wash their self good.
And there's so many stories when you go into the Moors about that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The Moors got the best history when it comes to Esau and how this nigga was a vagabond.
Bro, a lot of it do line up with the scripture.
Yeah.
It really does.
Hey, go to First Maccabees too.
Hey, why you get that?
First Maccabees.
It's the book of Sirach 42 and verse 24 and 25 in the GNT.
Yeah.
All things are in pairs.
I said all things are in pairs. All things. You got spirit, you got energy, you got man and woman. All things are in pairs. Go ahead.
Each the opposite of the other.
Each the opposite of the other. You got the sun and the moon. Each the opposite of the other. You got greater light and a lesser light. Go ahead.
But nothing the Lord made is incomplete. Everything completes the goodness of something else. Could anyone ever see enough of this splendor?
That's a beautiful thing, man. Just to show you that there's a lesser, there's a hierarchy, and that's our point. That there's a greater and there's a lesser. And those lesser people aren't going to be equal to us. They're not going to be walking around just doing whatever they want to do. They're going to have to follow order. There's way too many. It's, bro, I don't know if I sent that video in the chat where the white lady, she talked about how, the black lady tells a story about how the white son, he comes up to the black woman and then he's like, I can't find my mother. She finds the mother, and then the son turns around to the mother and says, Mom, you were right. You said if I'm ever lost, go to a black woman or a black family. So they know that they're profane. They know that they're no good. They know that they're least in. They know that they're not superior. They're not a superior being. They're a lesser a group of people.
Bro, that's when you think of, not even think of, when you look on the news and it be teachers messing with kids, I mean, it be white people. Yeah. Child pornography, white people. Molestation, white people. It be nothing but white people. You might have a few blacks here and there, Hispanics here and there, then learn that shit from them, but ultimately, that'd be white people.
Yeah. She said, white people will steal a kid and molest a kid for fun. They'll do that. Like, you can't trust them. White people can't even trust white people. Right? It's the truth, though. All right, now.
They own kids, dog.
Yeah.
Grandbabies and shit.
The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 9.
No.
And after his death,
Start 7. Come on.
1 Maccabees 1 and 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule every one of his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
And evils were multiplied in the earth, man. After Alexander was gone, Esau showed exactly who. Alexander, he was kind of respectful if you really go into the history, especially when he approached Jerusalem. If you notice, on his journey when he was going across the lands, Jerusalem was supposed to be a part of that, but he didn't attack them. There's no scriptures that say he attacked them. But the Seleucid and Ptolemaic Empire, them niggas they wasn't showing no mercy, right? But evils multiplied on the earth. It don't say that about no other nation. Now let's go back to chapter 2. What Mattathias said to his 5 sons, the same spirit we supposed to be in spiritually. Physically soon, but right now spiritually. We're on 49, 50, yeah, starting 50.
God, this is 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 50. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name.
See that? That's something we all want. That's all we're working hard for. You know, everybody ain't trying to be great, but they trying to earn some kind of name.
Right.
You know, but before the Most High God, man, not just, you know, in the presence of men. Right. Even though you do want a good reputation, you want a good reputation, man. But go ahead.
Verse 52. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Joseph in the time of his distress kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. Phinehas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Hamashiach was fulfilling the word, was made. Okay, Salaki. Jesus, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel. Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land. David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom.
See, all of these characteristics, it said even being merciful, you earn righteousness. That's can be imputed as, you know, you being zealous. You zealous for the commandments of the Most High. Being merciful, I'm gonna tell you straight up, that's not easy, bro. Right. Some niggas will really cross you, real life cross, and you have the opportunity to be merciful. Or you can say, fuck no, I'm justified. It's all up to you, man. Look what King David and Saul. Look at that story. That Saul was really on his head. What was the real reason Saul wanted to kill David? What did David do? But I'm saying, what did he do? Nothing. He had every right to kill Saul. But he showed mercy, man.
Yeah,
Niggas ain't doing that today.
Yeah.
Niggas will kill you for dissing they sack.
Right.
Bro, I was just reading 2 Samuel, bro. Like, King Saul was on David like an op, bro. Like, what the freak?
Yeah, bro, he's throwing javelins at him at dinners. Like, bro, what kind of stuff is that? Imagine y'all just sitting there eating a new moon, and Saul just talking to you David, you talking to Jonathan, and you lift up your head, Saul just like, this nigga about to be king, huh? Nigga grab a javelin and just, come on, bro. And then David got a fleet. He gotta go. That's all we hear about is David. But was David a pussy? No. Hell no.
He ruled, what's it called? Do not revile the gods.
Gods.
Exactly. So that's what he did, man. He knew he was in rulership. He didn't, he had advantage too to kill him multiple times.
Especially in that cave when he ripped some of his
exactly.
garment.
Yeah. Bro, I was just watching something. Of course, it's white apples, but I look at it as our people. Like the brother just said, bro, I was watching that and how David was behind him. He could have sliced his neck or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
But he cut his
And really got up out of there, and nobody would have even known it was King David.
Exactly.
Nobody would have even known. But that's the kind of spirit Saul had, like Jason, when we reading about.
Right.
That vehement hatred for no reason at all.
Right.
Somebody find that for me where it said that Jason had like a vehemently hatred. Go ahead.
Verse 58. Elijah, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven. Ananias, Azarias, and Misael, by believing, were saved out of the flame. Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of lions. And thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and words.
So he explained it to you. If you be righteous, the Most High God, who had the Most High God disowned, who was playing this righteous role? Who? You look in the Bible, who had the Most High forsook? Yeah, look at like Sirach chapter 2, it says, look at the generations of old. The Most High ain't forsook nobody that actually called on him, man. And it was sincere and serious and doing what they needed to do for the truth's sake. Go ahead.
Verse 63, I'm Salakia. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. Wherefore ye, my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law.
See that? That's what we got to do spiritually.
Right.
We got to come out here and we got to gird up our loins and come out here and look like fools before, like right now. People be like, nobody's paying attention to you. But we already know how this go. Every time we come out here like this, we end up talking to somebody or edifying somebody on the camera at least. But guess what? They don't see that. They don't see that at all, man.
John was out there
preaching
to the wind. He was out there in the wilderness preaching. And then what happened to him next?
Yep.
He gained a following.
Yeah.
But in that time, he was developing his speech. He was developing his wisdom,
2 Maccabees
his
6
words.
and 14.
So it's all done for a reason. We may not be able to see it. We may not know it yet. But the Most High God got a plan. That's what we got to trust.
Yeah. All right. You got it?
It's just how it says. I got scripture for you. Just like it says in Sirach 4:28, it says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you."
Right.
We got to be firm in and out of season, no matter if it's cold outside, bro. We got to come out here and teach our people the truth. We got to be firm, firm to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Righteousness, honesty, letting our light shine before our people that are in darkness, brother.
Oh, 4:13. Okay, 4.
I was trying to hold them down. We gotta be willing to stand for what is right, even if it costs us our life, bro.
That's right.
Right.
Strive for the truth unto death, man. The Lord shall fight for thee.
That's cool. All right, keep going. Finish that out.
Verse 64. I'm going to read it again. Wherefore ye, my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it shall ye obtain glory.
See that? By upholding the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, we obtain glory. This is how we're going to be proved as friends.
That's right.
Think about it. Look where we at. We in a big-ass playground, man, in America. You can do whatever you want, man, in this place. But you have the opportunity to serve the Most High in truth and sincerity. Guess what? The majority of the people, they choose to have fun. We got to put all this stuff away. We was just talking about that, like, even about wives. Go to Romans 12. Even about wives, me and Catherine was talking about that, like, bro, it's not easy adding another wife to your family. But it's not supposed to be. Being transformed by the renewing of your mind, you got to look at that with her too. So that, what does that mean? When she comes into the knowledge of the truth, guess what? You got to hit the reset button. That means you got to deal with jealousy, rage, lust, envy, whatever spirit she was dealing with in the world. Nigga, you got to reset and deal with that with her. And every woman you add, it's gonna be like that. And if you ain't got your woman somewhere before you add another one, bro, you are twice as hell for you.
And that's what I'm saying. Now, with wisdom, if you got your wife set up,
Yeah,
she
help
gonna
you.
she gonna help you. She gonna be a representation. She gonna show forth an example on how they're supposed to be, and that's what they're gonna be looking to. They're gonna be looking to on how they're supposed to be, what they can accomplish with this. They're gonna be looking. That's gonna be the model for them, and that's what we are. And the book of Judah, chapter 8, what is that, verse 24? It talks about us being an example for the other because they're watching us. They're seeing that if we're gonna fail or we're gonna fall, hey, y'all got problems too, man. Y'all got camp beef, what's going on, man? They're watching us. We are important. The men and the women that are in this trip right now, man, y'all are very valuable. Reputation. Something like we was talking about earlier, man. Got Lord willing to be able to go in that lesson. Very valuable, very important. For both men and women.
Very important.
Very important.
All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God.
So you got to be acceptable unto God. If you don't know what's going on and you don't know what demons you got on you to fight off, and you don't know that sometimes you do got to fast. You don't know, like, niggas don't pray. It's a lot of stuff people don't do, but they willing to go to the next phase of other stuff. It's like, bro, you got to earn that. Every last one of us got to earn it.
Right.
You're not just about to become in truth and be great. You just got a name because you did one thing. Right. Some brothers did come into the truth and they cut up a heathen. I didn't see brothers come into it, they cut up a heathen. They ain't got nothing else to offer. Nothing else. So that us die off, man. That will die off.
Let's go back out with the brother saying, bro. I seen this quote earlier. It says, when you come out of your comfort zone, that's when your fight begins.
Yeah.
And that's
Hell
true.
yeah.
Because being in the world, that's kind of like your comfort zone.
Right.
But when you come out of the ways of the world and start to do what is right, hey, now you in this battle.
Yeah, comfort zone. You gotta start, when you come into the truth, bro, you gotta get them birth pains out the way, dude. You got to. Meaning all that lustful stuff you dealing with, all that, you gotta start fighting that as soon as you come into the truth. If you wait 5 years to do that, bro, it's gonna be so much torment in your mind going against you, which is wisdom. And you actually about to be exposed. People about to think, like, nigga, you been in the truth 5 years. That's how we looking at brothers. Like, bro, you been in the truth too long with these elementary sins. Straight up, man.
All right.
What?
Con, it says, ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God.
Holy, which is set apart and acceptable to God. Go ahead.
Which is your reasonable service.
That's your reasonable service. You ain't, what do you think it's a privilege? But you think you're doing God a favor? Right. No, he chose you. Go ahead.
It says, and be not conformed to this world.
Hey, after he do this, y'all rotate so he can get his hands warm.
It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
See that? So that goes for women too. So when you add a woman to the stable, to your house, bro, that applies to her too. So guess what? You gotta start over and you gotta deal with all this shit that you already got bypassed already. You gotta start over and go back. That's what it means giving your body a living sacrifice, because it's not about you.
Right.
It's not about you, because we gotta come out here, we gotta do all this studying, we gotta do it's not about us. The women too. Y'all have to, there's certain things they just don't want to do. And we talk about it a lot in this camp because we deal with Polly. Like, it's not about her either. She gotta scoot over and let her sister get help too from the man. Isaiah 4:1, that's a prophecy.
Right.
You have to practice. We was talking about that too. Like, in certain camps, they teach they women poly is a sin. These women are not, how they gonna start adjusting to it then? Because it ain't gonna just happen. No, they gotta grow up understanding this.
If they don't outright say it's a sin, they talk about it as if it's a sin. I'm talking about it's the worst thing on earth. I'm talking about you wicked ass niggas lusting. That's the words. That's how they talk. They make it sound like it's the worst thing on earth that you're doing. Like, but then in the kingdom they agree that we're gonna have multiple wives. How you gonna condemn a man for doing a righteous act on earth before the kingdom, but it's okay to do it in the kingdom?
Right.
That's calling good evil and evil good.
That's exactly what that is.
I got a point on that too. I ain't gonna call no camp name, but I be on YouTube and I be seeing these brothers, they be putting up on sisters in the world, and they be asking, would you let your man get another wife, another woman? They be like, hell no. They be like, see, I'm gonna show you according to the Bible that's wrong. So if you were a man and he's trying to deal with another woman, he bring you into whoredom, bro.
That's that's what we talking about when we rebuilding this spiritual temple. We got our own people like Jason trying to tear it down. That's, bro, you're tearing it down if you teaching against it. You can say, bro, it ain't for everybody. It's not expedient for everybody to do it, but nigga, to say that it's wrong, you tearing down what we building up.
Right.
Is it not in the Torah in Exodus 22 and 10 and Deuteronomy 21? There's laws on how to deal with it. So if you saying it's wrong, bro, you tearing it down.
Right. Or if you teaching that you don't got to deal with it now, or we not in that time period, we gonna do that when we get to the kingdom. That's like saying, it's okay for you not to love your brother right now. We can do that when we get to the kingdom.
We do that later.
You don't got to work on your envy. You don't got to work on your selfishness. You don't got to work on your pride. We worry about that when we get to the kingdom. You're not making it.
They say rehearse the righteous acts.
You're not making it.
You're not rehearsing.
You're not rehearsing the righteous acts.
You're not rehearsing.
You're not walking in the spirit, sis.
Hey, and what is it doing? It's causing brothers to reject women that's sincere.
Right.
And then these women all messed up, or what, niggas be popping these women that's sincere, and then they leave them.
Right.
And say, well, sex ain't marriage.
Right.
I don't believe that. You be like, bro, how you gonna just defile her and just get rid of her like that? That's what our people be dealing with, though.
That's like the most vulnerable thing a woman can do is open herself up. Like,
Open herself up to you.
Take advantage of her and drop her.
But guess what, though? Our women don't know that because these bozos ain't teaching them. They ain't teaching them.
Or they'll say sex ain't marriage because you ain't got
just finna say that, bro. I was just finna say this.
Come on, bro.
You know how much destruction that's doing? Do you know how much destruction that right there is doing? That's terrible.
Or they'll say some shit like, if your man want another woman, he just wants you to be one of his whores. Like, what the freak, bro?
At the end of the day, when you don't study the laws like you're supposed to, you don't get a good understanding on what is physical and what is spiritual. Right. Like, the Most High God looks at the spirit. So when a man lays down with a woman, it is marriage. Now, paperwork, it helps you identify.
It's like for public records.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it's because, like, bro, y'all can have sex. Now, the heavens is going to see it and then recorded it. Right. But also, we need, like, if there's a council, we need to be like, okay, we see that they are married. Because we don't see what they do in the bed. So that woman can say, we didn't do nothing when we went in that room. That's a fact. Can't nobody prove it. Can't nobody say it. But that paper going to help solidify it, too.
Yeah. Hey, so like analogy like to use, what's the physical judgment for a brother not wearing fringes. It would be up to the priest, but there's no physical judgment attached to it. Now, the spiritual judgment is that the brother would forget, or the spiritual judgment if a brother eats pork. Then there would be parasites that he would have to deal with, gout, pain that he would have to deal with, high blood pressure, those things that the Most High God is going to do to you because you went outside of his commandments. Right. So the spiritual judgment is of the Lord, but the physical judgment, and believe it or not, that physical judgment that the brother does is love. I would rather for a brother to judge me than the Most High God to, because you don't know when it's gonna come, you don't know what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be.
You don't know what your grace look like too. The Most High just be like, you know what, man? Spank his ass double.
It's gonna be harsh. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna be ready for it.
All right. So making that point, let's go back to Maccabees now. We back at 1 Maccabees chapter 2. We finished that? Did we finish all of it? All right, let's go.
Like 64, 69.
No, it's 69 verses, but let's finish it. All right.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 64. You know, wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant and show yourselves men in the behalf of the Lord.
Right.
And for Salakia, for by it shall ye obtain glory.
Keep going.
It says, and behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear unto him always. He shall be a father unto you.
See, that's how our forefathers rock too, the same way how we do it. We know who to go to for certain things. It's certain brothers, they stick out in certain sections of the Bible. You know, different categories, you know, whether it's wisdom, understanding, knowledge, you know, characteristics of the fruit of the Spirit.
Right. So they're going through hell.
Yeah. Some brothers know how to go through hell. Right. Keep on them.
It says, as for Judas Maccabeus, he has been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain and fight the battle of the people.
You see that? It's like a Ninja Turtle thing.
Right.
You got the smart one, you got the strong one. Go ahead, you got the leader. Go ahead. I think Simon was the leader, wasn't he?
That's what he said. It says, take also unto you all those that observe the law, and avenge ye the wrong of your people.
See that? But they got a problem when we say that, when this is how our forefathers always rock.
That's how every people on earth is, except for Jake in America.
Yeah.
They really believe this, lead the fast in the fast.
Yeah.
You think Esau believed that?
No.
No.
When you kill an Edomite and another, if there's a mass shooting in another country and it's mostly Edomites, Esau is about to come holler at Japan if that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna go holler, and that's why you don't see mass Chinese killings here. Because guess what? China gonna be like, hey bro, what the hell going on over there? Right. Y'all said they citizens, right? We don't got nobody to come defend us like that, and they know that.
Right.
We ain't got no military. They like, man, they gonna do. That's how weak we are.
Right.
When what's the word? Let somebody harm a police officer. Where the police finna be on you something so crazy, they finna have radars and helicopters.
Marshals.
A police dog.
Police dog.
It's over, bro.
Finna come
They
sniff
gonna
you
go
out.
crazy.
Yeah. They put the canine, they put metal teeth in his mouth so he bite you, it's extra worse.
Normal white people will come out to the house and start going crazy.
Yeah.
Protest for a dog.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff they do, but then they tell you, don't take revenge. Don't forgive.
You can tell just Bob, because they got laws set up. If that police dog get harmed, you getting the same punishment as a regular police officer.
Yeah, if you kill a dog, it's considered killing a cop.
Same punishment, bro. It don't.
Why not just forgive?
Yeah.
Why not just let bygones be bygones?
Or that's just an animal.
He killed the police dog last year. Why he gotta go to prison for life? Let him out.
It's over.
Forgive, man. That was last year.
Hey, and we only said it because this is y'all logic.
That's y'all's logic.
That's y'all's logic.
Y'all, after what y'all did to our forefathers, they tell us to forget. Y'all, come on, man. Stop. It makes me even more madder. It makes me even more upset when our people believe that. I'm not even that mad at the Edomites for doing that because they're our enemies. But it makes me mad that these believe it.
Yeah. You got your own people that nigga, you know, in the world, niggas will get on something. Right. But they'll come at you like, bro, you need to chill, bro. You leave them alone, bro. What you on, bro? See, that's why you start learning that stuff, bro. Nigga, you was a gangster.
Bro, this nigga, the homie just did that to me the other day. The homie from the world. He talking about, and this nigga used to be a gang member. I'm like, he like, man, y'all Hebrew Israelites is racist. I'm thinking in my head like, bro, you know how you sound. You know how you sound. You'll go. Bro, it was just murder your brother last week. Now we're racist.
Exactly. All right, let's get back. Read that right quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 10 and verse 21 and 22.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra. All right, 10 and 20, 22.
21.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 10 and verse 21.
Y'all know.
For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste, our altar broken down, our temple destroyed. Our psaltery is laid on the ground, our song is put to silence, our rejoicing is at an end, the light of our candlestick is put out.
See, it says our rejoicing is at an end. All the singing and praising that we once did, now they call it Negro spirituals.
Right.
But the real praise and honor that we was given to the Most High has been taken away from us, and that's why we out here trying to rebuild that.
Right.
Rebuild this spiritual temple so we can, get back to praise and honor to the Most High God. But the heathen always try to stop us.
Right.
And if they don't try to stop us, they try to send Jake to try to stop us. Straight up, man. That's what we read about in the majority of Maccabees, man. A whole bunch of conquering and being conquered. Like the brothers just going over. Like you said, from the beginning of the world, that's how it's been.
Right.
Huh?
That's it down.
Yeah.
That's how they did on the movie Judas and the Black Messiah, bro. They sent his own man to set him up. Like,
That's COINTELPRO.
Yeah.
It's called COINTELPRO now. That's how they always did it.
Right.
That's what happened with Jason. Jason went to the king and was like, hey, bro, how much you got? I can go set up a place of exercise and get them on the team quick. How much you got?
Right.
That's what our people always been. As always, the spirit of money, man, has always been crazy like that.
Hey, William Howard shot it with Judas. You know?
Yeah. 30 pieces of silver, man. And then nigga didn't want it after he might as well enjoy that.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's go.
Our psaltery is laid on the ground. Our song is put to silence. Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out. The ark of our covenant is spoiled. Our holy things are defiled. And the name that is called upon us is almost profane.
See that? And it actually is. You got nasty heathens calling themselves our name. Our name is profane now. But it's profane also from our actions, the way we act over here in America. Our people was, man, we was looking at that this morning. Who y'all think lead in single mothers?
Talking about like started and shit?
No, just single mothers, period.
How many single?
What's the percentage?
What race has the most single mothers?
What?
Probably black.
Blacks.
It was black, white, and Mexican. But black and Mexican, prominent. It said white had to be like 1%. You know, they women.
They on some
They
different
just
time.
following us, bro. At this
I
point.
think they on some like they on different time. It ain't on no.
That feminist movement?
Yeah, they on some like their
Yeah.
husband beat the hell out of them.
Right.
They can't take it no more. They try to skip country, or you know, the husband is. You know how he is. That nigga's history is just crazy, bro.
But our women on some. Like, cause it was put in the plan for this to happen though. So I mean, we do have to look into that too though. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of our women think they can be self independently, and also these food stamps could take care of me. Me doing hair can, I mean, bro, that's not good for the children or yourself. You know, it's not good for the household. Right. And then when you need help fixing something, you go call somebody. When you just had a husband that was good with his hands. Right. Like, we look into stuff like that, bro. It's like, bro, it ain't good for the kids.
You called a husband after, or you called an ex-baby daddy after you see ain't nobody about to help you.
Right.
Then you resort back to him.
Right.
Like when they shut down the stamps, I seen that video. Dude was like, "Nah, nigga, you should have listened to me."
Right.
Like, now you gotta listen to me. Now look at you. And she like, "For real? You just gonna do this? And you gonna?" Yes. So the men can't wait to get back. Get some get back from how the woman been acting.
How you doing, bro?
All right, let's get back to it. Spiritual temple, we're about to close out though. 1 Corinthians 3 and 16, Ephesians 2 and 19, and 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. So we need to be zealous for the law, statutes, and commandments. Doing what we got to help rebuild the temple, man. Because when it tell you, matter of fact, before we get that, Revelation 22 and 12, the Yahushua HaMashiach said, when he returned, you know, check out this temple. He said he's gonna give every man according to their work. Well, we're all greedy. Matter of fact, Hebrews chapter 4 and 11 too. It says you don't believe if you don't help build this temple. Hebrews 4 and 11 first.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4 and verse 11.
Yep.
Let us labor therefore to enter into the rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 11.
Read out.
Let us labor therefore.
So let us labor. We need to be laboring, working, gritting. We're husbandmen. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Go ahead.
Therefore, to enter into the rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
See that? You're going to be considered an unbeliever if you do not help build this temple. You can't just sit around and do nothing and think you about to be a part of 144K.
Right.
This is not happening. What else I call for?
Call 1 Peter 2.
Ephesians 2 and 19. I'll call something else first. Revelation 22 and 12. That's what I call it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 22, and verse 12.
Bring it out.
And behold, I come quickly.
That's what Yahushua said. I come quickly. Go ahead.
And my reward is with me to give every man according to his work shall be.
Right. I think a lot of, this should be speaking as a man, I think a lot of brothers, you know, they think about multiple wives a lot. They think about Isaiah 4 and 1, but I think that's going to be given to you according to what you've done to them. Some brothers going to have more wives than other brothers. Why? Because they was really working. And it's going to show, like, you know what I'm saying, what you know, what you just, you know, we'll say wisdom is the stability of thy time. I don't think we're about to flock to some idiot nigga don't know what's going on. I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, and then it talks about how he's going to make a man more precious than the gold of fear. We know that's not talking about just any man.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to have the wisdom to understand. They don't have the wisdom to navigate themselves through the Bible accurately. You know what I'm saying? To get the good understanding of this word. They think they'll take scripture and as face value and not get the deeper meaning of it. When a brother that studies consistently knows he could go throughout the book and show you the different variations and versions of it.
He can show you why you here right now. He gonna go in the book and be like, bro, this is why we ain't got, this is why we can't be at your house right now. This is why we running from the white man. I'm gonna show you who the white man is.
It says, I'm going to give join the hand, the wicked shall not run. You can't join with them.
Yeah, that's another one, yeah. You ain't supposed to be with them. So, that's very important, man. Wisdom is gonna be the stability of that time. Wisdom is the performance of the law. You can keep going on and on. Let's keep going. Revelation 21 and 12.
God. Revelation chapter 22 and verse 12. We're
Yeah.
start coming in. God. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last.
Straight up. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach stamped his name on there. He said, when I come back, I'm giving everybody, that's red letter too. He said, when I come back, I'm giving everybody what they deserve. Everything was given to him according to Revelation 5. He said, I'm coming back to give men what they deserve. So I hope that's understood. All right, now, 1 Corinthians 3:16. We're building this spiritual temple right now.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it up.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Yep.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So you can look at that as strange doctrines because he tells us, Titus chapter 1, Titus chapter 2, he tells us to cling unto sound doctrine. Sound doctrine is doctrine that's not mixed with other philosophies and myths. Like Satan is under the ground. We know there's a Satan, but they say he's under the ground. That's not sound doctrine. That's doctrine that's mixed with Greek mythology. What'd you say?
With fire,
Yeah, with fire and a pitchfork. Niggas trying to climb out. He's like, nigga, get your ass back. Get your ass back. Nah, bro, that's not what's going on. Satan around this earth moving kings to do this and that. You know, he got his minions, you know, the lust spirit, anger spirit. He got them out here working too, but nigga, Satan really doing big boy stuff. Satan out here tapping in the mind of Putin, like, nigga, what we doing? Are we going or what? Tempted. All right, we are the temple of God. If you defile the temple, you're going to be destroyed from the midst of the temple. Right? Now, from there, let's go to Ephesians chapter 2. 2 and start at 19. Give me Ephesians 4 and 11 too.
This is. The book of Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 19. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of God.
We're talking about the saints that was before us, what we read about. We're joined fellowship with them now. We're helping build this temple that they started. That's what Paul was talking about. Hey, y'all the temple, we got to keep building. And we have the opportunity to keep building. Right here, right now, today. No point of putting off tomorrow, bro. This shit is over. Nothing is the same no more.
Right.
The food. You're like, bro, you can't even. The food is just horrible, dude. Going out. You know, some people want to go enjoy themselves. They want to go out to a bar or something. Shoot. Right. Like, what can you enjoy? Bro, even the women are defiled, bro. Right. They walking around here with herpes and syphilis, and they trying to act like they a bad bee.
Right.
And then they'll give it to you and say, well, somebody gave it to me.
See that?
Hey, and then they don't even have to go just physical. It can go mentally, like they just messed up mentally because they've been hurt, they've been abused, they've been sexually abused, they've been raped. It's like almost every single year.
Everybody got played with in America,
Yeah,
man.
so it's like they're not right in the mind. They got a defense. They got a defense up all the time. There's always a defense up. You know what I'm saying? They can never be truly comfortable fully. There's always something wrong.
It's always something on, whether it's the TV, school, or at home.
Right.
That's all you hear about is kids getting molested. It's like, goddamn, like, what the hell? All kind of spirits just everywhere, man. All right, but we join fellowship with the saints in the house. You all right? That nigga did a... That nigga started stomping, nigga. All right. The household of God. All praises to the Most High. Let's go to the next verse.
Cause it says, and are built up, Salaki, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach himself being the chief cornerstone.
See? So we are the temple of God, 1 Corinthians 3:16. Then we go here to prove that we have been joined to the saints in the household of God, building this spiritual temple, starting with Yahweh Shah HaMashiach being the chief cornerstone.
Right.
That's why you have in Matthew, when it first got going, Yahweh Shah looked at the temple and said, it's going to be torn down in 3 days. What did it say he was referring to? It was referring to him, his body. So he's the chief cornerstone. Peter is set right on top of him. The 12, the 70, like we always go over the early church fathers.
Right.
Helping build this spiritual temple. Right? Now, let's go to 1 Peter chapter 2 and 5, just to prove it a little bit further. First Peter 2 and 5, hot. Brother's just cold.
Yeah, brother stuck, man.
I got you.
Brother's old.
Y'all too cold out here, bro. Y'all way too cold out here, bro.
God, it's the burger.
Yeah, you gotta like them.
It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God by Hamashiach Yahushua.
Him being the chief cornerstone. So Paul and Peter, they were saying the same thing. They understood about this spiritual temple that they had to build, and we have to continue to build. What did Yahweh say? He said, all right.
I had a point though.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Out of praises. We out here in the cold, right? But we understand that the cold is not gonna deter us from bringing out this word, right? So we're weighing that balance. So it's like that what you can use in your whole life. Like when you're going through life, look at these challenges and see, is it worth stopping for the improvements, for growth? You know what I'm saying? This is betterment for your kids. You know, it's just like, and it shows, and it builds you up, because now that we understand that we've chosen this by our actions.
All right.
Don't shake it to start.
God, it's the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer us spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Hamashiach Yahushua.
Right? So, us being lively stones help build this church, and we offer up spiritual sacrifices. What do y'all think those spiritual sacrifices are?
You said offering up spiritual sacrifices?
It's it. I'll say the talents that we was given. 1 Corinthians 12.
Oh, offering up our spiritual talents.
1 Corinthians 12.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. Wherefore I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of God calleth Yahushai accursed, and that no man can say that Yahushai is the Lord. This 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 4. Now there are diversities of gifts.
Right? Like gifts. Like it tell you, Yahweh Shah he taught us, when you got a problem with a brother, he says, go lay your gift by the altar. So you can see the correlations. Go ahead.
But the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, But it is the same God which worketh all in all.
Go ahead.
But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
See, all the talents, the gifts that you was given, it's supposed to profit you. It's supposed to profit the ministry. Right? Go ahead.
For to one,
I didn't see, was it like, it's something 49, it was a YouTube page. I seen he was in the truth for a long time. He was real good at history. And he took that history and went and get some African stuff with it. He took all that history, the talent, I seen it, the talent he had. It was history. And he took it and did something else with it. Go ahead though.
for to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom.
So that's the first spiritual gift, the talent you can be given. Go ahead.
To another the word of knowledge
Uh-huh.
by the same Spirit.
Yep.
To another faith
Uh-huh.
by the same Spirit.
Uh-huh.
To another the gifts of healing
Uh-huh.
by the same Spirit.
Uh-huh.
To another the working of miracles.
Uh-huh.
To another prophecy.
Uh-huh.
To another discerning of spirits. To another diverse kinds of tongues.
Hey, discerning the spirits, that's a big one.
That's a big one.
You can look. Remember we was talking about that this morning. Remember how we were talking about the girl last time when she walked up, how she had a submissive aura on her? You know, and we was like, nah, come on.
Yeah.
But you'll
He
have a black.
accepted her, but the other, he was hard to accept. That's what.
Not even just that. Like, y'all remember the white girl last week? How she was just standing there listening, and then she got closer, and we was like, nah, come over here so we can talk to you. And even after when we taught her, she still walked off, didn't say nothing really. She answered our questions.
When that we got the chair for at
The one that had the bull ring in. The Edomite.
Yep.
On North Peoria.
She was standoffish. And then we
Yeah, we told her to come.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, like her aura, how she came up, it was like a submissive aura she had on her.
That's a discerning spirit.
Yeah, discerning the spirit. Versus a black woman, you can see this on a black woman. She'll come up here, and the first thing that she'll do, she'll be right in front of the sign. Instead of standing at a certain degree where you can see it, she'll come over and bend over. It's like, what are you bending over for in front of a whole bunch of men? Just to look at the signs. That's discerning the spirit. It's like, man, come on, man, we know what you came here. And she'll interrupt while we talking. What y'all over here teaching? Discerning spirits. Go ahead.
To another the interpretations of tongues.
Yep.
But all these worketh that one and the self same Spirit, divided to every man severally as he wills.
See? Everybody got it, man. You got to use it for the ministry and grow in it. Like Howard Shaw said, we read that in Luke to the church. We read that in Luke. You know, we better do something with our talents. That was it. Anybody got anything else? So, Kai, we out here rededicating the temple spiritually. We are the temple. Need to be repenting and bringing forth fruit, meat for repentance, like the scriptures tell us to, if you want to be a part of this glorious kingdom. That's right. Lest you fall under the same example of unbelief, like we just read in Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 11. So with that, we want to say, Kol Halal Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Shalom.